Alright, quickly have a look here, see what else Shiva and Ifrit can learn. Now I'm gonna get them to learn. I'm gonna get Shiva to learn Ice Magic Refinery, and Ifrit can learn Fire Magic Refinery. Fire Magic Refinery. These abilities that I've getting Shiva and Ifrit to learn, and indeed I'm also currently getting Siren to learn. They're these refined abilities. Basically, you can turn items that we get in the field of battle into other items or magic. So another little handy tool there. So especially when you don't want to draw like midway or later on in the game, you can just gather items instead and turn those items into magic. Another cool little system that Final Fantasy VIII does. Alright, so now that we've got some more magic, I just want to quickly do this. Nice. Sleep in silence. Oh, HP. Now let's see, we go to defense. Alright, cure is the best spell for HP. Changing it to magic. I think it goes on all of them. Yeah, so we leave it attack for Squall. Our cure spell is junction to HP, and HP is risen from 510 to 726. And that's still there. Lovely. Fantastic. Alright. That is everything. Alright, let's make it out of the training centre. Squall. It's not like everyone can get by on their own, you know. Says who? Love that line. Every time I play Final Fantasy VIII, just before that's one of the lines I always have remembered on at the front of my head. Every time Quistis says, "Not everyone can get by on our own," you know, and she walks off. The first thing I respond to that is "Says who?" and then Squall says it immediately afterwards, and I just giggle to myself. It's moments like that that you know when you're connected to a game this close and you feel passionate about something like this, and that's what I feel about Final Fantasy VIII. I feel drawn and connected. You know, pardon the pun, but I feel drawn and connected to the characters and the story, and it's absolutely fantastic. Oh, finally, there you are. Where the hell were you? I was looking all over the place. We're both now members of Seed, right? Well, guess what? We got our own rooms, baby. Your new room's right across the hall from your old one. That's what I was asked to tell you. Man, it took me forever. Thank you, Zell. So yes, now that we're a member of Seed, Squall gets his own dorm. He doesn't have to share with anyone. Very nice, very nice. And they gave him a welcoming magazine on his desk there. I'll just go to sleep. Squall, it's our first Seed mission. Looks like we're going to Timber. Meet by the front gate. Hurry! Alright. It's the day after the inauguration party. Squall's feeling refreshed, and we've got our first Seed mission. But first, let me collect this magazine. Received Weapons Monthly April issue. Nice. I'll get more into that. But first of all, let me just quickly save. Alright, so let's make our way out of the dorms. Three ladies there again. They're just generally chatting to each other, don't really need to speak to them. Now, this next bit, slight change of pace. We're going to first go to the front gate, so that we can receive our orders for the seed mission. And then afterwards, just before we go out and start to do our first ever seed mission, we're going to do a few things. Play a few card games, even acquire a new GF. Now, before we go on, let's go and speak to this guy quickly. Hey, have you heard? There's a card club here, aka the CC group. They're a bunch of card maniacs looking for worthy opponents day and night. Consider it an honour to be challenged to a game by one of the CC group members. I had to speak to him first to initiate it. Can't do the CC group challenge though until Disc 2. But we need to speak to him so that we acknowledge the CC group's existence. Let's head on out. One more minute. Cool. I want one. They're called T-boards. Bit like skateboards, really. Made it. T-boards are prohibited within garden. Have you forgotten? Oops, sorry. But this is really cool. It may come in handy on a seed mission someday. We'll be the judges of that. Confiscate it. What? All of you are members of Seed now, but nevertheless, you're still students at this garden. Furthermore, because you are Seeds, you must set an example to all others and abide by the garden's rules. Understood? Well, about your first mission. You are to go to Timber. There you will be supporting a resistance faction. That is your mission. A member of the faction will contact you at Timber Station. This person will talk to you and say, the forests of Timber sure have changed. At this time you must reply, but the owls are still around. That is the password. Just follow the faction's orders. Huh? Just us three? Correct. We have agreed to do this mission for very little money. Normally we would never accept such requests, but enough talk about that. Well then, Squall, you are the squad leader. Use your best judgment based on the situation. Zell and Selfie, you are to support Squall and give you all to carry out the faction's plans. Cool, get to go on our first seed mission. Before we do that, we need to speak to Headmaster Sid. Oh, and Squall, I forgot to give you this. It's a cursed item, but if one with enough power uses it, it should be of great help. Receive magical lamp, nice. Right, now before we set off to do our seed mission, as it were, our first seed mission, like I said, there's a couple of things I want to do. One is I want to get a couple of cards, and two, I want to get a new GF, and it involves that cursed item that Headmaster Sid gave us. Let's give this to Squall. Now, first of all, oh, we just got paid. Look at that, guys. Just got paid, and our seed rank just went up to level 6. Nice. We just got paid 4,000 G. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shift around the junctions so that everyone is suited and booted, and then I'm going to do some ability grinding and gain a few cards by the card ability, and I'll see you guys very shortly. Alright guys, I am back. I've just spent the last couple of hours ability grinding and also facing off against a few monsters on Balam Island here. If you go, if I first show the magic, Zell, Squall and Selfie now have 100 quantities of the spells that you can gain access to on Balam Island: Fire, Blizzard, Thunder, Cure, Scan and Sleep. And also the GFs have learned a few new abilities. I've got Quizzacult to finally learn, or nearly learn, all of her stat junction abilities. She's currently nearly finished learning Vitality Junction. Shiva has now learned all of her stat junction abilities. And I've also got her to learn Boost and Ice Magic Refinery. And Ifrit, I've got currently learning Elemental Defense J. E again learned both of his stat junction abilities, and again he's learned Fire Magic Refinery and also Boost. And Siren here, she's currently learning Boost. She's learned Life and Recovery Magic Refinery, Tool Refinery, and she's also learned Magic Junction as well. So that's where we currently are. Also, I've jumbled around Selfie's command abilities, so she's now going to have Draw, Magic and Item, only for this upcoming fight that we're going to do. Alright, what we're going to do now, I'm just going to quickly save. The item does say you should save your game before selecting this item. It's that cursed lamp that Headmaster Sid gave us a little while ago. You should save your game before using it. Are you ready to face off against another GF? I am. Let's go. This is Diablos. Who dares disturb my sleep? Oh, sorry, dude. Right. Squall and Zell on attacking duties. And Selfie is on draw cast abilities of the new spell, Demi. Now, Demi, a staple spell in Final Fantasy, reduces roughly a quarter of your max health, so it won't wipe us out completely. But it is ideal to use Demi against Diablos. Watch this. He'll now cast Curaga on the person that cast the spell on him. So thanks for that, Diablos, for healing us. You literally have had too much sleep. So Zell and Squall on attacking duty, Selfie, draw casting Demi. And the reason why I've got her to have the magic command is because if I can also get her to draw Demi, because her magic stat is high, she's got a better chance of drawing Demi from him. And Selfie, magic, Demi, cast on him. I've got several potions, so that if health does go low, then I just use potions, or I can just draw cast Cure. Let's see if you can draw cast Demi as well. But out of the three of them, Selfie's got the better chance of draw casting Demi from Diablos. Yeah, I don't know why he casts Curaga after every time Demi is cast on him. No, you don't. After this, we'll be playing some card games. Cast Demi. Thanking you, good sir, for healing us. Well, healing Selfie, should I say. Gravajar, lovely. It's all about patience and perseverance with Diablos. And knowing what to do at the right time. Like now. Limit break time! There we go, cast full cure. Thanking you. Yeah, a Selfie's limit break. There is some spells that is unique to her slot's limit break, and full cure being one of them. No other character can use them at all. Too much sleep, too weak. And that's it. Obviously, boss fight, so, well, it's classed as a boss fight, so no EXP, Diablos card, and 20 ability points. Nice. And we've got ourselves a new GF, Diablos. Confirm. Right, quickly go into the menu now so that I can heal up everybody. There we go. Go in here. Quetzalcoatl has now learned all of her stat junction abilities, so now I'm going to get her to learn Team Mag Refine, which refines lightning and wind magic from an item. So needs to learn a new ability as well. I'm getting her to learn Move Find. There we go. Move Find allows you to find hidden draw points and save points, because there are a few dotted around, hidden ones. I'm going to give Diablos to Squall. There we go. Do that. Not a problem. And sorted. Right. Now, we are going to go and make our way to the town of Balam. We're not going to progress just yet, but there's a couple of highly sought out cards that I want to get. And this will make playing the CC group and the other card-based side quest later on much, much easier. So we need to go in here. Ma, I'm home! Zell, what a surprise! Are these your friends? This is my house, but don't make yourselves too comfortable. Oh gee, thanks. Let's go and talk to Mardinkt. Take care of Zell for me. We'll try, but I think he's big and ugly enough to look after himself. Have a look around Zell's house. Oh look, it's a magazine here. An old issue of Timber Maniacs. Not! Ah, so it's a fake magazine. Nice. Yeah, Timber Maniacs magazines, there are a few dotted around the game. You need to collect them. Now that one back there being a fake one. So that it's supposed to throw you off, but bit of a joke, haha, very funny. Talk to Mardinkt again. Oh Zell, are you off today? Nah, outdoor class. Drop by whenever you can, even just to say hi. We may do, but Ma, we want to play a few games of cards with you. Now she does. Yes, have you improved your game? Well, we haven't played cards with you before, but I'll go with yes. First time of seeing us playing a game of cards. Okay, so the idea is with Triple Triad, you've got these cards with 4 digits on them. Top, left, bottom and right. Now, what you'd want, because you've got a 3x3 grid, your best strategy is to have 4 really good cards that have got high stats for each of the corner squares on the game board. So, for example here, what I've got here, Diablos card has got A's the highest, 1 being the lowest. A on his right hand side is quite good, and 8 on the bottom is quite good as well. So that'll be a good card for the top left hand corner. Select that one. VIII, 9 on the top is quite high, 8 on the left is quite high. So that card would be quite good on the bottom right hand square. Your idea is to flip over as many of your opponent's cards, and once all the 9 squares are filled up, the one with the most cards at the end of it is the winner. That is the idea. I hope I've explained that. Now, at the moment, that's all we've got for decent corner cards, top left and bottom right. So the rest is just pot luck. So let's try this. Now, Mardink does have a super rare card in the form of Zell's own face card. Now, she won't always play it. It's very rare that she does, and when she does play it, you need to up your game and try and win it. Just wanted to show you, that is how a game of Triple Triad works. Alright. Idea is to have a hand made up of the best corner cards and then a really decent 5th card to round it off. And that's what I'm aiming to do, so that later card games will be easier. So I'm going to play a few game of cards, see if I can win a few, gain a decent hand, and then I will see you guys in a second. She plays the Zell card, right. This is where I've got to up my game, as it were. As you can see, I've won a couple of cards from Mardinkt, and I'm playing them now. Marlborough here, being a good, decent bottom left-hand corner card. 7 up, 7 on the right. And now I'm just going to... got to be very careful how I do this. Right. Yes! One Zell's card! Woohoo! Zell, come to daddy. Alright. Thank you very much, Mardinkt. Now we don't need to come back to her at all. Now, before we carry on, something else I want to explain as well. If you go into the menu, come down to card, look at your cards. This is the screen that shows you where you've got all the cards that you find, or all the cards that you've won in card matches. They will be here. Now, there are the cards are divided up into 10 different levels. Level 1 through 5 are monster cards. They're basically cards based on the various basic monsters you find throughout the world of Final Fantasy VIII. Level 6 and level 7 cards are boss cards. They're cards representing not all of them, but some of the bosses that you'll come across in the game. And level 8 and level 9 cards are GF cards. As you can see here, I've only got 2 at the moment, VIII and Diablos. And then level 10 cards, the highest level cards, are the character cards or player cards. The player cards are cards representing some of the characters of, well, all the playable characters of Final Fantasy VIII. And I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's 11 cards in each level. So that makes there's 110 different cards. With the exception of GF and the player cards, the monster cards and the boss cards, you can have as many copies of that card up to a total of 100. But with GF cards and player cards, they're so rare you can only have one of each. Alright. Okay, so with that explanation done, I will meet you back at Balam Garden. And it's the guy at the back here, so we press square. Now you can guess which card that he may have, the guy on the back. Trappy Groupie number 1, how about it? Quick game of cards? Yes. Now again, he may not have this card first time round, but I shall cut to when he does have it. So if he has it on his hand, I'll see you in a second. If not, I'll see you in a second once I've cut to it. Oh, there you go. First time round, Quistis. Lovely. And I can do that. Then I can do that, and I just won the game. First time. Quistis, come to daddy. You're good. Play me again, okay? Not at the moment, thank you. Now, there's one other character card that I want to get while we're here. And the card in question is from Headmaster Sid. So we need to go all the way up to his office on the 3rd floor. Here's Headmaster Sid now. Headmaster, game of cards? Yes. Right, hopefully he will have this character card or player card first time round. If not, again, I shall cut to when he does. Ah, here we go. Again, first time. Cypher. Yes, Cypher player card. Start my strategy off. Do that. Getting the cards in position. Yes, there. Hopefully this shouldn't be a problem. Yep, do that there. He can't do anything about it, and I've won. Thank you very much. Alright. That is the cards that I wanted to get as it stands. Basically, it will make my life a hell of a lot easier when it comes to facing off against the CC group. And also doing the other card game based side quest later on. I am going to end this session here, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. Yeah, like I said, this episode was only a small one, being a change of pace, getting a GF, getting a couple of cards, so that I'm all set up for later on. Now we can progress with the story, and we are next going to go to the town of Balam, where we're going to hop on the train to Timber and see what awaits us there. Thank you very, very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and until next time, psych!